Yes, and we're starting out pretty muggy this morning. We've got some dry roads in Branson. It is 73 degrees with some east and southeast winds at 8 miles per hour. And sticky dew points, some light showers moving from Harrison over towards West Plains. Most of us are dry, though. We're partly to mostly cloudy otherwise. It's 75 degrees at Lake of the Ozarks, 75 degrees in Springfield, and 73 to start in Monette. You've got dew points in the middle and upper 60s, so it is pretty humid out there this morning. It just feels very thick and soupy. So at the pool today, you're looking at some scattered showers and storms possible with temperatures in the middle 80s, 85 degrees today. As you fire up the grill, you'll continue with that storm chance, and it stays very humid through the evening hours. Storm chances will be healthiest to the east today with some locally heavy downpours and lightning possible. Very muggy, low to middle 70s overnight tonight. Maybe a storm to the north tomorrow. A couple of clouds and still hot with those highs around 90. So a healthier storm chance today. Hotter tomorrow, that high around 90 degrees. Then you're looking at temperatures in the lower 90s by Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to be pretty hot and humid. That heat breaks down a little bit with some storm chances coming into play by Friday and Saturday as we get our first look at the 4th of July holiday weekend. For Saturday, some spotty showers and storms may be possible with that high around 90 degrees. If you're checking out some fireworks, an early look at that, put some clouds and things feeling warm and humid by Saturday evening. Joe, Jen.
And Lisa, thank you. A new survey shows only 1/3 of Greene County residents have internet usage at useful speeds, a statistic the Springfield Greene County Library District hopes to continue addressing through a new federal fund, a grant they recently received. Color 10's Nigel McDonald joins us now with this report. Nigel, what exactly will this grant help with?
Well, good morning, Jen. It will allow the library district to purchase 20 additional hotspots, expanding its lending program. Now, this will make a significant impact as the organization currently has about 70 hotspots with 230 people waiting to access one of them. The grant will also provide 794 more ebooks and e-audiobooks. Kathleen Odell serves as Community Relations Director and says they see a continued demand for these items.
Wi-Fi hotspots give people who don't have internet access. A lot of truck drivers use the Wi-Fi hotspots, and travelers who need internet service on their travels, but they don't, they're not equipped for it any other way.
Well, Odell says not having access to reliable Wi-Fi can also make things like e-learning and searching for jobs online challenging. You can visit our website at ozarksfirst.com for more information about all of the library district's resources.
All right, thank you very much, Nigel. We have a developing story that we're bringing you from overnight. Greene County deputies continue to investigate a death at Rockwood Street and South Farm Road 141. Sheriff Jim Arnott says it's an unattended death and the cause is unknown. We'll continue to bring you updates as we learn more over on ozarksfirst.com for you.
Two groups met at Springfield's Park Central Square yesterday. One group supporting Back the Blue to rally behind Springfield Police and the Greene County Sheriff's Office. They walked from the square to SPD headquarters. And the other group to support Black Lives Matter and police accountability. Hundreds of people filled the square for Vets Back the Blue. The rally was hosted by Veterans in Defense of Liberty. Protesters supporting Black Lives Matter and police accountability were also there to counter-protest the rally. Greene County Sheriff's Deputy Jason Winston says he appreciates Back the Blue, but he also appreciates the First Amendment.
When we put this badge on, we swear an oath that we're going to protect everyone, regardless of your beliefs, regardless of your race, color, creed. That does not matter. We don't view people in that way. We view people as human beings, citizens of our particular jurisdictions, and we're going to uphold the law for everyone.
Veterans in Defense of Liberty awarded Springfield Police and the Greene County Sheriff's Office with an award thanking them for their service.
Also for you, another group of protesters gathered at Park Central Square yesterday for what they called a Say Their Names, Silence Nonviolent protest. Protesters say their demonstration is not against law enforcement and police officers, but more of the establishment they answer to. They say they're not against officers and veterans who protect our lives, but are here to take the pride away from those who feel they're above the law. The protesters also spoke about people saying all lives matter in response to Black Lives Matter.
Imagine you had a daughter who skinned her knee or who was bullied at school. Would you tell her, oh, everyone skins their knee and everyone gets bullied?
All lives matter when Black lives matter, when Black, queer, transgender, bi, gay, lesbian lives matter, when the LGBTQ community isn't fighting to have policies that protect them.
Police officers formed a line in between all the rallies, making sure no violence happened yesterday, too.
New from around the region, protesters in St. Louis marched to the mayor's house over the weekend while calling on her resignation. The growing call comes after Friday's Facebook Live video when the mayor shared the names and partial addresses of some people who share their opinions on defunding the police. The names and addresses are public record, but the mayor has apologized. Critics have said the mayor's reading of names and addresses put lives at risk, but it's not uncommon at public meetings and is a requirement at St. Louis City Council meetings for anyone making a comment. A spokesperson for the mayor says she has no intention of resigning. And during that march, as protesters were on their way to the mayor's home in the Central West End, a couple came outside of their home holding guns. Protesters kept going. The pictures are gaining a lot of attention on social media, with some people supporting them for protecting their property and a lot of other people strongly criticizing them.
Down south, Arkansas is one of only a few states without a hate crimes law, but a recent draft released could change that. The bill would enhance sentences for crimes found to be motivated by racial or ethnic hate, as well as those based on sexual orientation, gender identity, and those against homeless, disabled, or military members.
The legislation hasn't really changed so much. It's more been an opportunity for us to work with lawmakers, particularly the Black Caucus, the last few days, since they're probably the most impacted by this legislation.
The bill has bipartisan support, but some are opposed, calling it discriminatory. Last week, Governor Asa Hutchinson said he'd support hate crime legislation.
Starting today, Mexico will advance to a new phase in its reopening amid the coronavirus pandemic. The new measures will allow sports centers, restaurants, hotels to reopen up to a 30% occupancy rate. The city's historic center will also reopen its streets, which will include open-air markets, portable vendors, beauty salons, department stores, and shopping centers. Mexico reported just over 4,000 new coronavirus cases Sunday, according to the Mexican Health Ministry. The country's total confirmed cases stands at over 216,000.
The National Guard will be in Greene County today performing free COVID-19 tests. This will be happening at Cassville High from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. No eligibility requirements are needed except you must be a Missouri resident. Registration is recommended, but walk-ins will be accepted if appointment slots are still available.
We have a traffic alert for you this morning. Drivers on I-44 near Halltown will begin experiencing new traffic patterns this week. Traffic will continue to be one lane each direction between mile markers 55 and 57, but will shift to the eastbound lanes while crews continue working on bridge repairs there. The speed limit through that area will stay 60 miles per hour, and the new pattern is staying through mid-December.
Here's a look now at what's coming up for you on CBS This Morning.
Coming up, as COVID-19 cases continue to surge, we look at the economic impact of the pandemic on small towns in America. Plus, why some major companies like Starbucks are suspending social media advertising over online hate speech. Coming up on CBS This Morning.
A big trend that you're going to see everywhere is those images from St. Louis we just brought you a moment ago about people out with guns showing them off at protesters that were saying they were protecting their property there.
Yeah.
Now, we need to see and double check to see if this was private property that they had entered to, a private neighborhood or anything. Still no details on that at the moment, but this is something that you're going to see a lot of today, I feel.
Yes, and people supporting the homeowners and people supporting protesters. But as you said, many details still to come from that story as we have to find out.
All right, so keep an eye on that. Another big trend happening in the sports world. Cam Newton signs with the New England Patriots. Everyone is saying that they're back to being a playoff team now and a Super Bowl team now.
Really?
What do you guys think?
Is he that good, the quarterback?
He's good, yeah, North Carolina.
He's good, but I don't believe it. Bills
You
still
don't
win the
believe
AFC
it?
East. Bills still win it, guys. That's what's happening, all right?
People who are not Tom Brady
What?
fans probably like this.
Are they in the same little league
They're in the
club
same
as
division.
the Bucks?
No.
Oh.
Not at all.
Okay.
Football season's
I
a ways
tried.
away. We got warm weather on tap, though, right?
Yeah, warm with some storms out there today, so just watch out for some lightning.
All right, thanks, Elisa. Thanks for joining us here on Daybreak.